Hey, my name is Felipe Lima, and this is my presentation on why software engineering won't be fully automated, right? So computer science has advanced a lot throughout the years. Language models have become easier to learn and has become more complex, which means that it is just easier to write with, right? And tools have been developed and has greatly improved the efficiency that coders have, right? AI is an example of this, right? AI helps coders code a lot faster, right? It is a great tool to use to help with coding, right? That being said, um, uh, AI, full automation of software engineering is unlikely to happen um, uh, due to there being a level of oversight in software engineering, right? So automation, so so automation already exists without AI, right? Um, I, it is an example of this is compilers and debuggers. Compilers take code and tr translates it to where a machine can understand it, right? This allows us to have more sophisticated languages that a computer might not be able to understand, but with a compiler, it can translate it so then it makes it easier for us to write for coders to write with, right? Debuggers help with debugging. An example of a compiler would be Fortran. There can be stuff like IDEs, right? IDEs help provide tools to help write code with. Um, an example of that would be Visual Studios, right? One that I didn't put on there was libraries. Libraries can help too. Libraries take existing code and already and allows you to use the existing code instead of having to write it again and again, right? And this can help speed up the process, right? Another example is frameworks, right? Instead of having if you're building towards something, right, a specific thing, right, in a project, right, there, there can be a tool there to help assist you with that, right? And an example would be Django with web stuff, right? Um, yeah, it can help for web applications, right? So there are tools there to help you code, right? AI just provides another layer of automation, right? It can help do many things like create code, right? So it can generate code. It can pick out mistakes, so it can read code and understand what is wrong with the code. It can debug existing code again with helping understanding what's wrong with the code, and it can analyze information quickly, right? Meaning that it can, when you input code, it can instantly understand what each thing does, and help with that. In the future, if it may even be able to understand requests better and flawlessly debug code, right? Or even find the best solution to a problem instantly, right? So the more information that it gets, the better it's trained, the more it can understand what is the best solution for a certain situation, right? So in the future, when it becomes super duper sophisticated, it may be able to find the best solution instantly, right? Um, Benefits of automation, it greatly increases productivity. It can provide a framework through slash rough sketch to work with. So if you don't know where to start with the code with something you're trying to code, you can ask an AI and it can like help give you a framework of somewhere to work with to start on it at the very least, right? It is quicker at producing code. So even if you know where to start at, it is just quicker, right? Humans can only code as fast as they can type. AI can type a lot faster. So yeah, AI is just faster at producing code. It can help fix mistakes as it is being written. So if you can use AI to help supplement your coding rather than completely replace it. So something like Cursor AI can help like when you're writing, if it notices a mistake, it can be like, hey, by the way, you made a mistake here. and all that stuff. It can instantly read and understand code, so it doesn't need comments. It can just instantly understand it. We need comments, right? If we go back to a code we wrote 10 months ago, we may not be able to understand it as quickly if there are like no comments or if the comments are really bad, right? AI doesn't need that. AI can super easily understand what a code is saying. AI doesn't need breaks. We need breaks. We need rest. We need our alone time. It would be cruel for to make us work 24/7, and AI can do that. And AI has no issue doing that. It can work as long as the user needs it to work. Why it will never be fully automated? Software engineering isn't just building code. There's an organizational aspect to it too. Um, AI creates code for other people, so it still has to deal with the subtleties of people, right? The English language is subtle. It has a bunch of context surrounding it. There's a lot of things that are implied, right? And until it gets like good at understanding that, it may be hard to like be able to understand what somebody wants, right? It's hard for humans to understand what somebody wants, and we create the language, so an AI might have a harder time, right? And even if they do understand it, humans have context that AI doesn't, right? So an example of that would be if you're making a program with scalability and maintenance, right, where you want that to increase, right, that might mean a loss of performance. Do you want that to do that, right? And AI doesn't have those answers because an AI doesn't know what the person wants, right? So having an AI there can lead to issues. If we rely solely on AI, innovation may cease to happen. AIs are built from previous stuff. So if there are future things so it can't come up with anything on its own, right? An AI will never have a eureka moment that a human has. Finally, there may be security issues. AI may, if you have a project built solely on AI, if the AI isn't local, right, it will cause a gap in security where it can take the information probably. Conclusion: in its current trajectory, there's no reason to believe that AI will completely replace software engineers. While it can help software engineers, there's just too much going on in software engineering for AI to fully take over.